Hello to all the friends and loyal followers of the Hayden Echo channel. Today we're diving into one of the most mysterious and terrifying motiveless crimes in contemporary history. Murders that no one has been able to explain the cause of and remain shrouded in shadows of uncertainty. The Woodbrook murders. These brutal killings took place in a small town named Woodbrook, and to this day, no solid clue has been found to identify the killer. Everyone involved in this story seems to have become part of an unsolvable mystery. But the big question is, why? It all started about 6 months ago when these murders first caught the attention of the media. One night, the body of a young woman named Emily Harper was found on the side of a deserted street in the center of town. There were no signs of robbery, assault, or even self-defense. Just a lifeless body and a few bloodstains. No marks of struggle, no signs that someone had intended to kill her. Initially, the police thought it might have been an accident or a suicide. But when similar bodies started to appear, things became much more complicated. Exactly 1 week later, Jonathan Murray, a 45-year-old man with no criminal history, was found dead in a similar fashion. This time, his body was discovered in an abandoned park with no apparent reason for the murder. No money had been stolen, no signs of violence or struggle with anyone, just an unknown killer carrying out the slaughter, and no one could figure out why. As weeks passed, more victims were found, one after another. This time, the victims came from all walks of life. A high school student named Sarah, a bank employee named Tom, and even a university professor who was killed for no apparent reason at all. But the strangest part of this story is that the killer had no specific pattern for choosing their victims. Everything seemed senseless. There was no clear motive like revenge, theft, or crimes of passion behind any of these murders. The only question that remains, why? At first, the police thought that maybe these murders were committed by a serial killer. However, the deeper they investigated, the more they realized that the situation might be more complex than they originally thought. There was no evidence that these people were connected, nor any sign that someone had planned to kill them. These crimes have deeply shaken the entire town. People don't walk in the streets, sleeping has become difficult at night, and everyone is too afraid to leave their homes, terrified that they might be the next victim. Rumors about the killer began to spread. Some say it's someone hiding in the shadows, someone no one can identify. Others believe he's a mentally unstable person randomly choosing his victims. The police have even stated that they have no leads on the killer. Surveillance cameras in the town have recorded nothing of anyone present at the crime scenes during the killings. No witnesses have come forward to help, and this mystery remains unsolved. What's truly frightening is that these murders seem to be motiveless and senseless. For a killer, finding a logical motive, or at least one that is understandable, is typically necessary. But in the Woodbrook case, nothing makes sense. None of the victims had any connections to each other, and since there is no apparent reason for their deaths, the police have not found a single clue. These types of crimes, which appear to have no reason behind them, only breed fear in the hearts of people. Why? Because when you have no explanation or reasoning for a crime, the terror of something unpredictable and ruthless takes over. Nothing can protect you from it. Now, the Woodbrook murders remain an unsolved mystery. Strangely enough, there hasn't been a single clue to identify the killer, and the question still remains unanswered. Why? Were these killings truly random? Or is there something far darker lurking behind the scenes that we don't yet know? These motiveless crimes continue to haunt the townspeople, and there's no way to predict or prevent them from happening. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any thoughts on these mysterious murders, or if you have any theories about what might be behind these killings, be sure to leave a comment below. Also, if you enjoy this kind of content, please subscribe to the Hayden Echo channel and share the video with your friends. Until next time, take care of yourselves.